seen you do a lot of. You've got also have like me some morning rituals. You also like the early mornings. You're very fortunate to be next to the beach at Vishoek. Awesome side of the world. I only recently discovered Vishoek and Kalkbaai and those places. But you regularly visit the beach early morning, just to to start of your day, or what is the practice?
Yeah, so our mornings normally start between about 5 and 5:30 in the morning as well. And normally if I wake up, first thing is I would also grab a cup of coffee, the same as what Jasper does. He's also a big coffee fan. Then after that, depending on what day of the week it is, I would start my day off with some Bible reading. Now, I think that's just a book that's just alive to me. There's so many stories in there, and things that we can take out of the Bible that we can take to implement in our lives. And then after that, normally on a Tuesday and a Thursday morning, I'll go for a nice run. We normally run about 5:45 in the morning, try and finish about 6:45, and then after that I catch a quick dip there at the beach, and then it's back to the house to get the kids back to school and all that stuff. And then once I drop him off at school, I normally drop him off at about 7:30, and then I take about half an hour that I just go down to the beach, and I would just sit and read a book, or just do some reflection about what I want to have, what I want to accomplish for that specific day. I think it's always good to have a little bit of time in the mornings just to reflect and just to make sure that you're still on the right track, with where you're busy heading and what your long-term goals are, because life is just so busy. We need to make time just to reflect on those type of things.
No, I firmly believe as well. I mean, our life has got so busy that our focus is tends to be all over the place if we don't control it. So by settling down, by reflecting, especially early morning, I've got various clients feeling various things. Some are night owls. I also like the mornings because I can set up my day going forward in planning, in reading. Like you say, some people do meditate, some people do prayer. I like to do both. But yeah, just to slow yourself down, and that's the only way you can be creative as well, and really set up your day. I think there's a guy, Robin Banks, that has got a whole session of Mind Strong, I think, Mind Power, and I mean, I started believing a lot. I've got no real deep information about the Robin Banks Mind Power program, but what I do believe, and I'm preaching a lot for my clients as well, if you make your mind strong in the morning, you can face any potential problems during the day, and it won't face you that much.
Yeah.
Because you could reflect, you can prepare your own brain yourself for the day.
Yeah.
Do you have any other daily habits, maybe in the office? Like I like to every 50 minutes or 60 minutes, I take like 10 minutes and just do light reading, just take my mind off things, and then from there I really focus again.
Yeah.
Do you have any habits during the day that you also do?
Yeah, I think my typical day when I get to the office is just to make sure that everybody's got their work sorted out for the day. And then after that, yeah, I normally also try and break up my day into certain sections where I normally try and work between about an hour and a half. And then after that, I would go have a quick stretch, maybe make a cup of coffee, and then jump back into it again. Because I think, a person can only concentrate for so long, and then after that, you start becoming distracted. You start losing concentration. So I think we need to manage the way that we do our work, and especially in the mornings, because the mornings are our most productive time. If you don't use that time wisely, then the whole day is going to be past, and we won't be able to accomplish anything in that specific day.
Yeah.
So I think my biggest challenge, just business-wise, is distractions. I think we spoke about it before. Just the way that we handle our emails and our phone calls and those type of things. As soon as you have one distraction, it's easily 15 minutes out of the hour that's gone, just to refocus again with what you're busy with. So sometimes if we as accountants don't want to answer our phones in the mornings, it's not on purpose, it's because we're actually working.
Yeah. I actually started explaining to some clients as well. I have certain slots that I do certain things. I'm not on WhatsApp all the time. I'm trying to be there on certain slots of the day, Same with returning phone calls. If it's very important, I can see it's very important, and I'll quickly handle it. Otherwise, I tend to slot in a time period in there as well to returning calls. And the same with emails. These days, I check emails twice a day, and that's it. If there's really something urgent, clients know. I mean, I've communicated with them as well, so clients do know where I'm about and why I'm doing certain things. So yeah, if there's really something important, somebody would send me a WhatsApp or something. But yeah, I think we can't be productive. And the essence is, if I'm working on your financial statements now, you don't really want me to be distracted by somebody else. You want me to focus on your financials, to do the best job I can in that time period.
Yeah.
And then I can start focusing on the next client.
Yeah, and I think something that we've got in common, just the way that our practice is set up, you know, I've got a personal assistant and Jasper's also got somebody, so the people know that the girls in the office, they can contact them any time of the day. And if it's something that they can't sort out, then we will step in and help from there. But I think our first point of contact is always with our office staff, because those people are definitely more than capable to sort out most SARS issues and most SARS queries.
Yes, yeah, for sure. We generally or regularly share some ideas of books that we read. Just one or two that really impressed you in the last 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, I think last year I read a book with the name of The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. And I remember my wife looked at me with big eyes when I picked up this book, because she was thinking, how on earth are you only going to work 4 hours a week? And I actually, if you go look at my car, I actually have the book in my car door. So every now and then when I've got a spare 10 minutes or 15 minutes, I've actually got a lot of stickers inside that book, so I go and review some of those principles. It's not about working only for 4 hours a week, but just the practical things that this guy gives about how to be more productive in your business. That thing is worth its money in gold. I think that I'm a very firm believer in that book. And then last year, towards the end of last year, I read a book from a guy called Steve Artsell. And this guy wrote a book with the name of The 5-Hour Workday, where this guy had a surfing company in America, and they were battling. They weren't making ends meet. And when they went through a quiet period, I think it was through a winter time, they shortened their workdays down to a 5-hour workday, and just how the difference that made in his business. And we actually ended up being one of the top 100 fastest growing companies in America. So just this guy's whole testimony about how the 5-hour workday actually transformed his business. And I think for us, people that work with our minds, I think computers has changed the whole way that we do business. And I think this is the way that, or what this guy talks about, you know, that we can't concentrate for 8 hours non-stop. You know, all of us, if you concentrate, if you're lucky if you get 5 hours worth of productive work. As soon as you start going past that, you start planning your next holiday and start thinking what you're going to do lunchtime and those type of things, and you're actually not productive.
The Tim Ferriss that you mentioned first, he once said, how is it possible that everybody in the world need to work 8 hours a day? And that was really something catching for me. I don't think the idea of, like you said, the idea of a 4-hour work week, that book, is not really, I think somebody actually need to go and read it to understand that it's not really about the 4-hour work week, but that guy, Tim Ferriss, had started the business and had to be in all places and had to be all things to all people. And he had to find a way to automate a big portion of his life by various structures. And I think that is the idea that we can take. I mean, accountants and people will scare them to death when they hear the accountants say they're only going to work 4 hours a day or 4 hours a week. But it's not really about working 4 hours a week. It's more making your life, streamline your life, make a lot of things automated.
Yeah.
And from there, and all these principles is to help you to make yourself productive.
Yeah. So another interesting book that I read this year is a book with the name of The Happiness Advantage. And when I picked up this book, I thought, what is this thing about? And I was just sharing with Jasper what a big impact that makes. Just practical things. It's a very science-based things. So everything is backed up by tests. So these psychologists did about the happiness principle. A lot of people they make a statement to say that we've got the formula mixed up, where a lot of people say you must firstly work hard, and then after that you will become successful, and after you become successful you will be happy. But this guy said that is a flawed idea. It's actually the other way around. We first need to be happy, and then after that we will be motivated, or we'll become successful, and then after that we will actually work hard because we see ourselves as successful. So I think there was just so many gems in that book that I just took out of it. It's not a business related type of a book, but I think it just made a very big impact on my life, just the way that I see life, and just the way that I approach life. Yeah.
I think just to add to that, and we also talk about that regularly, but success is a very broad word. My success might be driving in Maseratis all day long and wanting to live in mansions. Nothing wrong with that. If that is your success, that's good with me. Your success might be to work 5 hours a day, have a very relaxed life, going to the beach every day, be productive in that 5 hours, but that is your limit that you want to do, and you don't necessarily want to have a lot of income or massive wealth, but at least enjoy your life, spending time with your kids. I know I recently had a big mind change regarding, we always tend to just go. Just success, if you just look at the word success and what the society brings out there, we always just want to tend to go. There will never be enough success, but success comes from inside, and I think that's what the book as well explained and aiming to explain.
Yeah, I think all of us need to make a decision or have a look and decide what is important for us. Now, there's always that old story where the guy says that on his deathbed, people never will say that I wish I worked harder. People always end up saying that they wish they spend more time with the family and the friends, the people that's important to them. So I think the true wealth of the modern day era is time. If we can get more free time to spend with our loved ones, I think that is the bottom line.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for taking the time today. It's always great to chat with the accountant. Most accountants are not really willing to normally chat about the tax information, to keep it at the chest. It's awesome that I've been having a lot of conversations with you in the past as well, and it's always nice to catch up and chat about the good things, but also the struggles that we have as accountants. So yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Jasper. It was really nice. I really enjoyed the lunch and the talk with you, and I'm sure that the people out there is just going to enjoy the talk just as much as that we did. Thanks.
If you guys did find value from this video, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please also share this video with a fellow entrepreneur friend.